I'm someone who's a very superficial fan of the Olympics. I only watch the important games. I don't follow it through and through. But we won 2 bronze medals.
This is the first time.
Or women's won 2.
No, first time anyone's won 2.
In what sport?
Yeah, in what?
We won a
shooter.
bronze for.
She's leaving for America any moment now.
Wow.
I mean, yeah. we can
Walmart
make-
hired her. Hi guys, welcome back to This Is Not a Podcast. How's it been, guys? How's it been? I need more energy, guys. Energy.
What accent?
Kenyan.
This is the accent that this guy had in
Gambit.
had in
Deadpool.
Wolverine versus Deadpool.
Oh, what a movie, but no?
Oh, Deadpool versus Wolverine.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was such a good movie.
I didn't realize
Like-
that.
nobody matched my freak, but I was so disappointed. But okay.
We went to the Deluxe theater, so I feel like that's why nobody matched the freak. I
No,
feel
but
like,
I
she
was
meant
talking about
even
you
amongst
guys.
us.
yeah.
I don't think she wants to
Yeah.
have random people match her freak.
No, I feel like when you go to the theater, that's the feeling.
Guys, before this episode, Shavini and Irene have been constantly fighting. So,
Yeah.
We've
They've
not-
been feuding.
It's not fighting.
It's sexual tension.
Yeah.
Wow.
okay,
She
guys,
said
let's
yeah,
leave.
she said
Let's
yeah.
leave, let's
Yeah.
leave.
And what is this?
Sexual
Friendship.
tension.
We've
Sexual
not been
friendship.
fighting. I've been insulting Shamali, and
With
Shamali
what?
has been calling me Agrum. So
Agram is our friend who is heavily blessed on the muscular side.
I love Agrim. Why would I call you Agrim?
because you love me.
Doubtful, but
Okay, coming back to Deadpool versus Wolverine, we watched it in PVR Lux, and Lux is extremely fancy.
yeah, my PVR socks went up by the way.
Yeah.
These two were just eating,
Yeah,
constantly
we were
eating.
like-
We were hungry. It was our dinner slash
But it's like a
movie.
proper restaurant experience, but you're
Yeah.
watching a movie. It's pretty sick.
And the food's pretty good.
Yeah, food's good.
Yeah, and I feel like
The
they figured out.
service is ass, but the food is good.
Was
The
it bad this time also?
No, this time was
Yeah,
fine.
this time was good.
But for
Yeah.
context, last time we went for a movie there, we never got our food.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had
What
to,
movie was that?
throw hands.
Inside Out. And
two.
we're already all emotional and feeling things. So yeah, that was a very
But
cathartic.
what is your
were
favorite?
emotional,
What is your
you
favorite scene in
weakling.
Deadpool versus Wolverine?
Probably the flaming.
Flame on.
Yeah, flame on is
Flame on.
insane.
So,
And
Chris-
Cavill Wolverine.
Yeah.
Cavill Wolverine.
That cameo. So, you know the scene where Chris Evans comes,
Yeah.
right? When they get banished in this thing.
Yeah,
So, we are expecting Captain America.
yeah.
Then the Deadpool's like, when the main villain comes, Deadpool's like, oh, he's gonna say it, he's gonna say it. And he goes, flame on. Because he was expecting Avengers Assemble.
Oh.
Then we realize he's the flame guy from Fantastic
So
Four.
Fantastic
that
Four,
twist was-
that movie is like from 2004. It was a flop,
Yeah.
and this guy was in that movie. So nobody expected that callback.
Yeah.
But even just the jibes they were taking at like hot Disney and
Fox.
Yeah.
Marvel and
Everything.
Fox was too funny. Like I love the way he pans to the camera and then just says
Yeah, fourth wall breaking. No,
yeah. It's too like it's really funny.
It's pretty insane how he like Deadpool went from like a very small production, like with very little budget, and that was like a constant theme throughout both their movies, and now it's like
No, I
fuck
think
you.
by second movie, like people were like, okay.
I feel like Deadpool is my favorite superhero. Hands down.
Yeah,
I
anti-hero.
like Paul Rudd, Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
You've seen Ant-Man?
I think so. I remember vaguely watching it. I don't remember the plot or anything. I know he's there in the Avengers also. And he's the man who's like an ant.
Wow.
No, so I'm not someone who follows Disney, Marvel, whatever
Or any pop culture?
universe this is, MCDC, whatever you call it.
MCDC.
I don't follow the universes. So I'm not very like into it like you guys, but I enjoy watching it just for the drama and the comedy and the music. But I for the longest time was always confused between Deadpool and Ant-Man. I thought they were one and the same somehow.
I feel like we'll get like a Brahmastra universe combined with Marvel eventually.
just-
like
I
in
would-
the,
I got
I
so
would watch
angry.
that.
you would like just to see what happens, right?
I would genuinely watch
Like
that.
imagine
Ryan
Deadpool-
Reynolds and Ranbir Kapoor.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine
Oof.
the duo we've always wanted.
So angry.
Too good. I would watch it genuinely.
Imagine the clusterfuck that would be.
Yeah.
I can't speak for 5 minutes. I'm so angry right now.
In other news, the Olympics is also happening. Have you guys been keeping up with any of the sports or?
I mean, I really want to watch badminton, so I've been seeing like the highlights. I'm someone who's a very superficial fan of the Olympics, so I only watch the important games. I don't follow it through and through. But we won 2 bronze medals, so that's great.
This is the first time
Or women's won two.
No, first time anyone's won 2
For
medals.
India, yeah.
In what sport?
Yeah, in what?
Shooting.
She was a shooting. So she
was a
won a
shooter.
bronze for.
She's leaving for America any moment now.
Wow.
I mean, yeah. we can
Walmart
make-
hired her to fight the shooters, not to be a shooter.
Clip.
You didn't say that.
Clip this.
What is her name? Manu Baker.
Bhaskar.
Baker. We're gonna get
Baker
so
alla,
much shit for
Bakar.
not remembering her
Baker.
name.
She's not from the UK, man. She's from.
Wait. What's her name?
Manu.
Manu, I know. What is her surname?
Bakar.
Manu she's not a friend. Baker.
Arey bhai.
Yeah, it's Baker. I was right.
It's Bakar.
Barker
Anyway.
Street.
So yeah, I just watched the important games.
How did you guys?
I love the Olympics. The thing I like most about the Olympics right now is all the edits which are coming out of Instagram for Michael Phelps, because they're all like the edits are always badass. So Michael Phelps is the most decorated Olympian ever, right?
Yeah.
And you expect someone who is that decorated to be like humble and like he doesn't talk much and he's like, my achievements will speak for itself, but he's not like that. And his the way he talks is always like, oh yeah, that guy didn't believe in me, and then I showed him.
Sounds
So-
like someone I know.
So I love his edits, and it's all over Instagram. Then there was the other story where that lady was like that athlete was
7
pregnant.
months.
7 months pregnant.
months
Fencing.
From
pregnant.
Egypt, right?
Fencing.
Oh, yeah?
She came third, second. No, I don't know.
She came.
And she
She
won
f-
some.
She won a
position,
medal,
yeah.
and like the baby technically won the medal as well,
Yeah,
which is
so it's
crazy.
3 people on the field.
Wait, so is it 2 people fighting against one? I'm surprised no one's made that an issue yet.
But speaking of Michael Phelps, like that French dude both beat 2 of his records, I think, for 200 and 400 meter swimming.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I wonder how like that would feel, like your records being broken. You are the most decorated, but like.
I feel like after a point there will always be someone who's
Yeah,
upping.
But
you,
that's what.
right?
Are you as an athlete? Are you looking forward to that moment, or are you dreading that moment?
I
Is
mean,
it
you
like
always dread it. I'm assuming. I can't speak from personal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not athletes here.
she's like, yeah, I always dread it.
No,
I don't
I
know
mean,
what
you
Phelps.
would-
I don't know Mike.
You would dread it, but you can't like stop it from happening. I feel like
I feel
it
like we
has to happen.
anticipated
Like when
at some point.
yeah, when
right?
Federer was like the most, he's like considered to be the best player. But when Nadal started like playing against him, he realized that there are, better talents out there that are coming up. So I feel like, and this is there in his documentary, he like talks about this entire thing as well. So I don't think you can ever avoid it from happening. It's just how you like, you can be a sore loser, or you can just be like a great sportsman.
I wonder how
Another-
Phelps feel about it.
I don't think he cares as far as he doesn't get more medals than Phelps.
Or he's gonna cry or what after that.
No, he's not going to do anything.
He's gonna swim so the tears
No,
don't
that's
There's
show.
like, a,
human
there's like a
being.
video of
He's
Michael
also
Jordan
human.
crying because LeBron or someone like got more points than him like
cried.
overall, and there's a video of him like
No, that's
not like
real.
upset.
That's not real. That's not
Or there's a video of him upset.
That's
There's
an
like-
edit.
That's an edit, maybe. But yeah, there's a
But-
video of him genuinely upset.
Let me tell you how the internet
wait,
works.
wait. Let me check this. Let me check this.
There are 2 of my other favorite moments. One is Nadal and Alcaraz playing.
Yeah. They're out now, no? From
Yeah,
the
they're
doubles.
out. They're playing the doubles together. So another one of my favorite stories is so Noel Lyles is a American sprinter. So he has won like 100 meters, 200 meters gold in like the Diamond Leagues. Diamond Leagues are things which happen before the Olympics.
They're like ATPs, sort of, for sprinting. Or-
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah. And a reporter asked him about like the NBA. So when you win the NBA, like when a team wins the NBA, they get like these things which they put on their heads which says world champions. But NBA is only teams in America play against each other. So this guy Noah Lyles, when the reporter asked him, says, "I don't know why they keep saying like they're world champions. World champions of what? The USA." So it pissed off every single basketball player.
Oh, shit.
And
Yeah.
so USA has always been the best of basketball, but they take it very lightly. They send their B team, C team, D team, whatever the fuck. And after he said this he said like 1 year back, there was a world championship. After saying this, USA actually lost the world championship
To Germany.
to Germany. Yeah. For the Olympics, USA has sent their best ever team ever. Like it's like LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant. It's everybody. It's like the fucking Avengers.
So now if they don't win,
Now they win for sure. So there is a lot of gossip. Like,
It's like
do you
ego
think,
hurt.
do you think the basketball team will talk to Noah Lyles if they meet at the Olympic Village, stuff like that? No idea.
What do you think of the Indian outfits?
They're fucking garbage.
Honestly, I feel like they could have really, really done so much. Like even just like taking the state the person's from, and just wearing the state's.
No, see, I'm
know-
fine with the silhouette, like sari or your kurtas. I'm fine with the silhouettes, bro.
Yeah.
Like you can still play around with the colors, the
The material.
material, pattern, embroidery. We're so rich in like the cultural this thing of making a textile. And so I think Tarun Talyani
Yeah.
designed the outfits. So I saw a comment where obviously we got a lot of backlash on the outfits and stuff. So he made a comment on that saying, this isn't Kucha week or show. And I'm like, this isn't Sarojini Nagar either. Like, have some standard, no? Like,
Yeah.
the audacity for him to say that.
No, and even like the embroidery, like you said, right? We're like so rich in that kind of work. It was printed ikat.
Exactly, dude.
And
Again,
ikat
no
looks
hate on ikat.
So beautiful.
Yeah, again, no hate on ikat. It's all like our home turf stuff.
Yeah.
But
No, that's what I'm saying. Like for a country that has so much variety and such rich
And it was
culture, it was
genuinely
a real
disappointing.
letdown. Yeah.
What do you think they should have won? Charita.
Sabyasachi, bro. Sabyasachi.
No, they should have gone to local artisans, but they should have like there's so much you can do. Like I said, right? Like we have so many states, and each state has a specific.
Yeah.
No, but you can't do like each
outfit.
state stuff, right? Because
I'm
you're
just-
representing India.
no, she's saying like
It's just an idea to
possibility.
show the
showcase.
diversity.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I think
like
it was
better
pretty
than
terrible.
what they displayed. I mean, yeah, okay, the color scheme was fine because you're representing the tricolor.
I
Whatever.
mean, there's only 3 colors.
yeah, but beyond that, it's like they put no other application.
And yeah, even the color scheme, there are variations of the colors you can take.
Yeah.
You don't have to go with the brighter, you know. Even Tarun Talyani is done like he's known for his designs and
yeah,
everything.
and like you can contrast it to what he created for the Ambani
That
wedding.
is the disappointing part. Like it doesn't have to be obviously bling like
Yeah.
Ambani, but
no,
like,
but like you can see the amount of effort that was put into one outfit and the lack of it in the other.
But imagine they had given it to a designer that actually had something to prove. Like the reason
but
Tarun Talyani is like saying like, oh, it's not couture week is because nobody can fuck with him because he's reached that level. But if you had
Yeah.
given to an actual designer who
yeah,
actually
we're
cares,
not looking at the couture kind level, right?
Yeah,
We're
it's so
looking
sad.
at
basic, yeah.
yeah.
But I feel like I don't know what the budgets and stuff like how
Dude,
it works.
even with
for-
low budget,
like you could have done.
you could have done
This was like
so
really,
much
really
better.
low budget.
Yeah. This is like no budget. Like her name
It
is
generally,
PV Sindhu, right? I saw her in the sari and I was just like, bro, like,
yeah, and PV Sindhu was a nice looking person, but like she looked terrible in that.
yeah, like,
Sari.
and just the pride, like, I don't know.
Yeah, she was the flag bearer, right?
Yeah.
This is the same feeling as like going out in Moscow after school in your Kendra Vidyalaya clothes, and everyone is in like jeans or a t-shirt.
No, but it was really disappointing to watch. like
Yeah,
even
like-
like a plain Kasavu would look so beautiful.
Exactly, dude.
But how do you get the
The gig?
gig? Yeah.
I have no idea.
Somebody
think-
just approach it. I think
I don't know. Usually government stuff works through a tender system, but I don't know how the Olympics work. Like I don't know. But that's what I'm wondering. Like even if budgets were tight, like he's such a celebrated designer, he should have just done it pro bono or
exactly.
whatever.
Like, he
but-
doesn't, I mean, he doesn't need the money.
So
yeah.
wait, Sabyasachi or Tarun Talyani?
Tarun Talyani did the
I
design.
personally
No,
also
I'm
like.
asking who do you like better?
I like Tarun Tahyani more.
I used to like Sabyasachi's early work. Now I don't like both their works. It's too commercial for my taste personally.
I prefer Tarun Tahyani to Sabyasachi.
Bilal from Denimals.
Not that I can afford either at this point, but yeah.
Okay, who's your favorite Indian designer?
I like Dhruv Kapoor.
Yeah, his stuff is really interesting.
Yeah.
I keep hearing about Dhruv Kapoor. What does he do though?
He does
He
like
designs clothes.
Yeah, I know that. But like,
I really like his like
So
shirts.
yeah, so he does a lot of. It's like a mix of. What designer do you know?
damn, you don't need to shame me, man.
Damn.
I can give you a live example of a Dhruv Kapoor shirt. Remember the episode we shot with Elizabeth?
Yeah.
She was wearing a Dhruv Kapoor shirt.
Okay. Favorite tennis player?
Who's my favorite tennis player? I mean, I think all time Roger Federer.
Oh,
Like
the
he-
shirt was Dhruv Kapoor.
Yeah.
He plays around with like embroidery, lot
Print,
of
pattern.
print patterns, like actual themes.
So Dhruv Kapoor is your favorite. What about you?
I'm not well versed into that space.
No, just like
I
designers
mean,
that you know
I
of.
used to like Anita Dongre quite a bit. But again, I feel like once they've reached a certain threshold, they all just have the same.
That's
like it's like
what-
a copy paste in different color situation.
Like they once the designers become so commercialized, it's like all in the same.
yeah,
It's
like I
just-
used to like Anju Modi, Anuradha Vakil. I feel is really
Anuradha
nice.
Vakil, so good.
Yeah, I mean
He's
she's not.
capping. He's capping.
We know that.
My capalot just went off. Beep, 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 beep.
Anuradha Vakil is the one who did Sonam Kapoor's wedding outfit. But I like her. You know why? Because she doesn't advertise.
Who?
Anuradha Vakil.
Oh.
That's why I like her.
Who's
It's
your-
like I'm
who's
just
your
gonna be
favorite?
quiet and do my work.
I can't believe they are both lying, by the way, guys. Their favorite designer is Amancio Ortega.
He's not,
He's
a,
not a
designer.
designer.
He's just a manufacturer.
Amancio Ortega, for the people who don't know, is the owner of Zara.
I'm Amancia Ortega, bottom to top, top to bottom.
Yeah, same. Bottom to top.
But yeah, I also really like Simone. My friend has started a label. Her work is really, really good. It's like her embroidery is.
What kind of
So she does everything, but it's like you
is it
can
like ethnic stuff?
ethnic stuff. Yeah, like
Check her
lehengas
phone
and
right now.
stuff.
Simone has paid us some money. Check it.
Simone's on-
Ding. GP.
But yeah, her work is really nice.
Who's your favorite designer?
My favorite designer, I don't know what their names are, but I watched this channel on YouTube where these two guys, one of them designed the 2002 Brazil jersey and one of them designed the 2006 Italy jersey.
We're talking about Indians.
Oh, Indians.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
Oh, Indians. I don't know any
Only
Indian.
ask the question.
I don't
When
know
he
any.
said two boys, I was gonna say blue orange.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
No, I don't know any Indian designers.
Yeah, that's what you can say. Blue.
But
Orange,
you've
you can say
heard,
anything.
at least through Shubhanti, you've heard, right?
No, I like Sabyasachi. I like the where he puts a tiger everywhere. Like, the tiger stuff
I'm not
is-
a big
Like the
Sabyasachi
belt is
fan.
awesome.
I used to be.
Like imagine Sabyasachi made a jersey. That'd be so cool.
It'll just
The
be a
tiger.
Brazil jersey 2002.
Yeah,
You know
it was-
people here who copy Sabyasachi.
Who's that?
Just saying we know. It's local to Kochi.
Oh,
That's all I'll say.
I know they.
I'll tell you after. You know.
She's a film actress.
Ah.
You'll have to cut that out.
I'm not cutting shit out.
Okay, keep it in.
So guys,
Wait, is Anoki a designer? I
Yes.
like Anoki.
I guess.
Anoki
Anuki's not a
a
designer.
brand.
I mean, I don't like Anuki also too much. I feel like it's a
I
very.
like
It's
Anoki.
overpriced.
The thing
for-
about Anoki
for
is it's
what it
overpriced, but
is.
it also like you don't have to add the fade filter when you edit their photos because of the shirt as you wear it keeps fading.
Yeah, like the color bleeds.
Like
it's
this
also,
color was so different. This
Yeah,
is an
Fab
Anoki
India is
shirt.
also like that.
It's
actually.
also very
Oh, I
bed
hate
sheet
Fab
core.
India. Fucking
Fab India
sucks.
disintegrates now.
All of them, I feel like.
But the original Fab India, the quality was so good.
Yeah, but now it's all
Now
become
it's-
commercial.
Yeah, yeah. Even the designs are bad.
Yeah.
Though.
That's why I think you guys should shop from Denimals.
Oh my god.
That is
It's not even
nobody
getting money for
understands
this.
Guys,
At least set context.
Denimals is a
This
store.
motherfucker just says Denimals every 10 minutes.
Shout out to Bilal from Denimals.
Okay.
So Denimals is a store. Let me say, Denimals is a store which is 500 meters down the road.
Yeah, please don't give away the location of your house.
He said it now. And like we're neighbors and we're friends, and he makes really cool stuff out of denim. Like everything is one of one. Recently they went to All You Can Street, and he got to give Hanuman Khan like a custom jacket that Hanuman Khan wore for a concert, I think. So that was cool. Speaking of which, Hanuman Khan is fucking blowing up. I just saw like a video on the FIFA official page of a Zidane edit with the Hanuman Khan song that blew my fucking mind.
Yeah, Zidane is just doing tricks to big dogs.
Yeah, that
That's
is
so
insane.
fucking cool.
Insane.
I
to
Show Speed
watch.
is reacting to big dogs. So fucking cool.
Yeah, he's really like, and I feel like I'm not someone who follows music, and you guys all know that. But I feel like because we've spoken to him, like he really truly deserved like whatever
But
came his way.
even at the time, like you guys met him and we've like
Yeah.
kind of personally met him. Like
Yeah.
you can tell that he was going in that trajectory. Like,
Yeah, no,
it's
and, like-
only going
Yeah,
up.
it's just a matter
Yeah.
of time. Is
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
everyone was thinking. I
Yeah,
think.
it's like so well deserved.
It's not a
and-
one-off thing. Like it was
And
obviously.
actually, his songs are really like good. Like you can actually like.
Like there's
You can-
beats
you can-
in it
you
and there's
can-
rap in it.
You can
It's
say
crazy.
when you play big dogs, you can hear Shamini say like 2-3 words here and there. What are the words you say?
Trendsetter.
Can you say it like it's in the song?
No, I can't. You need to like play
Play
the
the
song.
She's one of those.
Big dogs.
Also, shout out to Bijoy and Rohan Johnson on the video. Like, it's fucking insane. I've
Wait,
seen
Rohan
Bijoy.
Johnson was also there.
Yeah, he's like an associate editor on it.
Oh, okay.
I've seen Bijoy's and Rohan Johnson's work since like 2019, 2020. And like it's only been up. Like I only feel jealous. Like when I see them succeed,
Yeah.
it's like, it's awesome. But at the same time, like, fuck!
Why didn't I think of it?
Yeah, why didn't I? It's not just why didn't I think of like I'm sitting here doing a podcast.
It's also like why?
Yeah,
Yeah, but I think on a whole, very well deserved.
very
I've
well
never,
deserved. Yeah.
Like,
100%.
never met a nicer dude.
Yeah.
And you know the
he
crazy
is
thing?
So nice.
So like I went to Bangalore and Bangalore, Cochin, Delhi, Bombay, wherever you go, there's always one guy who's like, yeah, I have a friend who's friends with Hanuman Kand. Or everyone has a story with Hanuman Kand. Everyone has met him once and everyone thinks he's their friend. Like everyone has a story with Hanuman Kand.
Yeah, it's just a super nice, chilled out dude.
And he's so
And-
real. There
yeah,
is
he's-
no,
yeah.
like, you know, like a persona. It's
Yeah,
just
there's
so
no
real.
persona. He's just the sweetest dude, and we are so happy for you, Hanuman Kind. If you
Don't
want.
We're not talking to him directly. Hanuman Kand, we're so proud.
Hanuman Kind.
Yeah, generally like paving the way for like I think all of us.
I
On
think
the international
I
stage.
think he has done something like exceptionally hard in the sense that he raps in English.
Yeah.
Like the chances of him making it are like way harder than like a chance of like a Malayalam rapper or a Hindi rapper making it, because it's also like when you're thinking about like your compatriots, like they rap in Hindi, they have like millions of followers and fans
Yeah.
and like shows and
It's a wider audience.
yeah, yeah, and then you do Malayalam and then you're again blowing up so quickly, and then you're here rapping in English and you're not just competing with India, you're competing with the
Yeah,
whole
it's
world.
more international.
And then to blow up and to have this response, like I went to the, like it makes me so happy because I went to the
Comment section on YouTube.
comment section
Oh,
on the Big
it's
Dog.
too cute.
And it's like, hi from Uganda here.
Yeah.
Hi from Slovakia.
Yeah, and like people from Italy, like everybody says from Italy here,
Yeah,
and
That's
we
so
we can't
cute.
believe
That's
this is like.
And then there'll be
Yeah.
like 3 Malayalis. This is our boy from Kerala.
I feel like Indians,
this is Kerala.
I feel like us Indians, especially us Malayalis, have that like,
Yeah, yeah.
he's
yeah.
one of us, like
Yeah,
that
he's one of
pride
us,
that's so.
And he also has that. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
for him, like Kerala is like it's a symbol for him, so it's
Yeah.
all the more iconic. And yeah, it's like Aisho Speed is like, oh my god, this song is out of Bombay, and all the comments like, no motherfuckers, not from Bombay, it's from Kerala. How dare you?
Oh, I thought he said it was shot in Bombay.
No. He said, oh, this is Bombay.
This is Bombay.
Have you guys actually seen that?
I've seen it.
It's
Yeah,
called
I've
Mosca
seen it.
Kua in the Melas.
Yeah, so
In
when I
real
saw
life,
I
I
saw the video, I
haven't,
was like,
but yeah.
fuck, why didn't I not vlog this? That's the
Yeah.
first thing
Have
I
you seen
thought
it in
about.
Calicut? I think?
Yeah, I've seen it in Calicut.
I've seen it.
It
in
used to scare
Gwalior.
me like all the time.
Yeah, it used to happen like in the Melas.
It's come on in like Fort Kochi, like
Yeah.
it's a smaller sphere, and then like the bike goes.
And another thing I like about it is I don't know if the producer or the directors, one of them was like, if there was any more budget that we had, we wouldn't have shot it this way. Which means they had like real bad budget constraints and they were working with whatever they have. So to see
That's even more.
Yeah.
see it explode like this, like kudos
Too
to them.
good. Yeah. I can't believe it. He's also one of the first like people I've seen perform live.
Yeah.
The only other person I've seen perform live is Ed Sheeran.
Shall we leave?
Oh, yeah, I never thought about that actually. I was on stage when he was performing.
Yeah.
I probably
You
never get to do
vlogged
that.
him up close and
You
personal.
probably, like I feel like he's gonna go to the like he's already next level. I don't think I'll ever be able to vlog him. He wants to be on stage with him.
I've had a private concert by Hanuman Kind. I don't think you guys can say that yet.
You know what? I've had that too.
Really?
So my first meeting with Hanuman Kind, aka Suraj, is we were at a house party and we have a friend called Neeraj. And Neeraj is like, bro, do
Wait,
that
were
thing,
you there for that house
bro."
party?
No, we're not the
Oh.
same house party, different house party.
Oh, we're not the same.
So
season.
I don't know why I said it like that. I don't know why I said it like that. But you weren't there. I remember you not being there. And he's like, do that thing, bro. Do that thing. I'm like, what is he going to do? Gymnastics right now? And this guy's like very quiet. Like he's not really talking to anyone. He's just sitting in the corner. And then it became like a thing. In every house party, he will rap about each person and he will diss each person. That's the only time you can diss someone and they are laughing at you because like they are so happy. And that's the first time I ever heard him rap. And it's like, for him, it's like, hey man, can you rap? And then he just goes off.
Yeah.
He
Especially
can rap
at the
about
time.
anything. Yeah.
Wait, so
yeah.
did he rap about you?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he made fun of me. Something he said. I don't remember exactly.
Oh, convenient.
he made fun of my clothes or something. I don't remember. But like that's the first meeting I had with him. And then yeah, so super happy.
Yeah. He's really sweet.
And like all three of these guys, Rohan Johnson, Bijoy Shetty, and Hanuman Kand, like I think they're it's one of the rare instances where you can literally see all their work over the past few years, and you can see how they've grown, how they've evolved, how
And it
they've
makes
improved.
sense, the growth.
Yeah.
It's not like fluke.
Yeah, it's not like an overnight success or
Yeah.
anything. Like it's
It's
completely
like
earned. It's
talent and
completely
just
deserved.
hard work and everything.
Who do you think is an overnight success? And
Sharanar.
who doesn't deserve it?
Sharanar.
Who doesn't deserve?
He's not an overnight success. He has to
Yeah.
reach success first.
Oh! Oh, that one there was a violation. Personally, I would have it.
Yeah, I don't think I've reached success.
I know, that's why I just said it because I know
I don't
him.
think that's true. I feel like you've reached a like interviewing Dhanush, interviewing the Russo brothers. That's
Yeah,
there
don't
are. It's not like
undermine
success is
his
one definition.
definition of
Yeah, there's,
success is
there's different
different.
definitions of success. You've
Yeah.
reached a great amount of success. Maybe you're not as successful as you want to be, but you're a success.
Like so far looks good.
Yeah.
Success.
Like your progress,
Progress
is good.
is good. Progress.
Yeah.
But I know his definition of success. What is your definition of success?
I feel like his definition of success,
Mr.
let me say,
Worldwide.
is if he pulls out the camera, nobody can say, "Don't record me."
No, that is power.
I don't know.
Is it
Vlogging
like a
with Ronaldo.
subscriber
Yeah,
count?
vlogging with Ronaldo would be one.
Because even Speed hasn't done that, I think. No.
No.
So Speed
He
took a
did it,
photo.
no?
Like he was streaming, so he kind of done that.
No, but that's
Yeah, but that's
That's like-
that's Speed's journey.
That's Speed's journey.
no. But what Sharan wants with Ronaldo is to spend a day in his life.
Like I want to be friends
in
with
that
Ronaldo. I don't want to be
house.
fan. Of,
Yeah,
I mean,
do
I am a
his
feel
fan.
that.
workout, cool down,
Yeah, I
etc.
just want to
with
like
him.
chill with him.
Yeah, and throw
Discover-
Georgina off a cliff.
Why?
Why? So he can marry.
Oh.
I wouldn't do that.
Oh,
But what is your definition of success? Like
No, for me, my definition of success is like if I become friends with my heroes, some of the people I know. Like I don't want to be fans of them, but like the
Yeah.
only way you cannot be a fan of them and be friends with them is if you are somewhere at the same level. Otherwise, obviously, human tendency is that you don't see people at the same level, no matter how humble they are. Like for example, like I love Rahul Dravid, but Rahul Dravid's not going to be my friend now. But like if I achieve a lot of success, then he might be. Like there's a chance. So that's my idea of success.
what is your idea of success?
for the longest time, I used to peg success to money. And because I have a figure, I want to retire early and I have a figure in mind. And for me, every year it's about getting closer to that figure.
Return how early? Retire how early? Like what age? You're talking
Like,
about?
for instance, after 40, I don't want to be working because I need money. I want to work because I want to work. Right? It shouldn't be powered by the fact that I need to sustain my life. So that was my definition of success. It still is for the most part. But I mean, I'm sort of now revisiting my idea and making it like a little more like, I feel like happiness oriented.
Like personal.
Yeah, like personal achievements. Maybe it could be like traveling to like 30, 40 countries by the time I'm like 35.
So it's an object experience thing.
Yes, as always.
What about you, Gayu?
I mean, it's what you said is definitely there. Like, you know, people I've fangirled over the years and I'm still a fan of.
Yeah.
Like, I want to meet them and have like a personal relationship, or I can, you know, have like, oh, I can meet this person
Yeah,
tomorrow, that
yeah.
kind of a thing. That, and I definitely want to leave a mark. Like, once I'm gone, I want what I've created so far to live on.
I feel like that you've done to a big extent.
Maybe, but like, and most importantly, I want to leave a mark. Like, what I've created, I want it to live on even after
Like
I'm
a
gone.
legacy.
Yeah, like you mentioned earlier, it's kind of true, but I don't feel satisfied with it. I don't think, because I don't want to be like, this is it, I'm done. I don't think I'll ever reach that satisfaction.
Yeah, I
don't-
think that's true for most people.
yeah,
Like,
and I don't think I want to reach that
Yeah,
satisfaction at least any point now. Like, I want to be known, I want to be seen on an international level, but I don't know in what niche, because I don't like to be tied down to one niche. But yeah,
What about you?
I feel like for me, like it's very confusing. Like part of me, like success obviously means being rich, being able to have enough money to sustain all my creative endeavors. Like whether that is, I want to write a book, I want to make movies, I want to make music, I want to just make in every capacity that I can, and to have enough money and time to be able to satisfy all those needs and desires. But there's like something inside me that stops me from wanting, like, when it's something that, like, an opportunity that could take me to the next level, there's like this constant fear. I don't think that fear ever goes away, is what I'm learning recently. I feel like you sort of need to lean into that fear, and
Yeah,
that's
Like,
the,
is it fear of failure or
I think
fear
it's
of-
more a fear of, damn, I don't deserve this success. Like, I can't imagine, like, my identity is so rooted in who I am right now. I can't imagine me being successful, or what it would be like if I had money and if I wasn't slumming it. Like, slumming it, yeah, definitions vary, but like, for example, I don't pay my gym fees. Like, I save a lot of money on that. I save a lot of money on Sherta paying for my meals at French Toast, etc., etc., etc. But because my identity is so rooted in those daily activities, I can't imagine what my life would be like if I was successful. But I want to be doing all those things that I stated, which is like making music, making movies, writing a book, or writing a few books. I just want to be known as a creative, and internationally, not necessarily in India. And I'm just figuring out how to, as a photographer as well. So I'm just figuring out how to balance all of these desires that I have, because it's very difficult when you're going in. That's another thing that I've recently been learning, that when you do something in so many different directions, you don't sort of make any progress. You're just going in different directions. Most famous people, like whether it's Tyler the Creator or Eminem or Pharrell Williams, whatever, they make it big in one sphere, and then they move laterally, and then they jump to the next thing. Like Pharrell made it big in music, and then he moved to fashion, which is something I'm trying to figure out. Like, I'm still trying to figure out what it is that I want to do, what it is that I want to work towards.
Like the first step.
Yeah,
technically.
and right now I'm just focusing on like visual stuff, video. I'm working on Cochin documentation project, all these things, and I'm just seeing how things go over the next year or so, and hopefully then eventually getting out of India and then working with people abroad. So I feel like that definition of success, for me at least, like it keeps varying. It's more like a day-to-day thing rather than like a lifelong thing that I'm seeing.
Yeah, I
as-
mean, but I feel like what you mentioned is true for most people also, because I don't think anyone has one linear definition of success. And as you grow as a person,
It keeps changing
Yeah.
also.
and
Like for me, initially, like you just mentioned, that was my, definition of success. Oh, it equals to financial gain or financial stability. That's like also changed over the past 5 years.
yeah, yeah.
It's
No, that's
yeah.
what. So like from like how I look at it, and this is just like I don't know if this tip works for everyone, but you always have to have a larger plan, which needs to be broken down into like smaller aspects, right? Like just because I want to retire at 40 doesn't mean like I don't have a plan for success for tomorrow, right? Like even like just completing things of your to-do list is like being successful for the day. So
So
it's
what are
like-
your, okay, then breaking this conversation down again, what are your short-term goals for the next 6 months then, or for this year, or for the next year and a half?
My short-term goal for this year is to be consistent with therapy.
Okay.
Good. That's
Yeah.
great.
Sweet.
Ranbir Kapoor said therapy doesn't work, bro.
Ranbir
No
Kapoor
wonder
said
he was
therapy
fit for
doesn't work.
Animal.
I knew.
Psycho.
So I watched Ranbir Kapoor's podcast with
Nikhil Kamath.
Nikhil Kamath, and
I
you know
actually
what?
really like the podcast.
I really like the podcast. And like, I don't know why this dude gets so much hate, because he's just so real. The balls he had to say in this current climate that, therapy didn't work for me. I think therapy is like manipulation, because like I want to live life a certain way, and like my therapist didn't understand. Just a person who is that big in his world, just to come out and say that, it's kind of refreshing, because
That's his opinion.
that's his
Yeah.
opinion, and he was not afraid of. He's not like so
Yeah.
media trained that he wasn't afraid to say it.
No, and it's not like he said that y'all should not do therapy
Yeah,
because it didn't work for me. It's just like a personal, like, because also, and I know this because I've done therapy in the past and I felt a lot differently. But I feel like he was also being very like, because I think that
I don't have
generation,
context. Can I ask?
he
what-
basically was on this podcast where he was talking about his life.
Okay.
And one segment of it was therapy, and he was basically, he's gone through a lot of like different I don't know what to call it, not issues as such, but experiences growing up, like even with the way he was with his dad versus how he is with his sister, with his mother. And so he's obviously over the
So basically,
period
his point of view is that therapy is sort of like manipulative, because the example he cites is that, for example, I have a fight with a friend, the therapist is telling me how to deal with that. Like, I don't
Yeah.
want somebody else to tell me.
But
how to
he
deal
didn't
with
say I'm writing off therapy for like everybody.
No, yeah.
No,
Then
no,
another
no,
thing
no,
he
no.
says is like mental health is something that shouldn't be used as an excuse, and mental health shouldn't be like you should do it in a classy way. Like keep it.
No,
on
I
the
don't think
down
he
low.
said classy. He said don't use it as an excuse to not do your work.
No, he said the word classy.
Yeah?
I watched the reel literally like.
Okay, but I actually agree with this bit of not using it as an excuse. Like, I agree with it in the sense that you can't just say, okay, I'm just going to get cancelled for what
No,
I
see,
say.
it is also
But
again. I
it's-
understand it was his
yeah.
opinion, but it's different from.
No, it
Person
is
to
different.
person.
I am saying I agree with it because, yeah, you may be feeling a certain way, but unfortunately, like the world is still going on, right? And you can't be so excluded from what's happening in your surrounding that you just like, yeah, take your time off everything, but you need to move on. Like you need to keep doing the things you
Yeah,
need
but
to keep
that
doing.
also depends on the moving on process for you. Might be different from.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
But
so
that's that everyone needs to take their effort to work on themselves. I
Yeah.
think is
Ah,
his
the
point,
first
which
step.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Which also makes sense because
Yeah.
you only have to take the first step. Nobody else is going to do
Yeah.
that for you.
Yeah.
So okay, your short-term goals over the next 6 months, 1 year.
Just upload videos.
No, but there has to be that you
Something
do
like
anyway.
moving to Dubai. It could be.
That's
anything.
not a goal anymore. That's a habit for you now.
Yeah.
That you'll do either way.
No, so, I mean, I've like
And that's not just your goal, that's all our goals together.
no, I feel like I learned this early on in my life that you need to make you all these small wins will make in your head. Every small win is will cumulatively make it something big in your head, like where your confidence comes from. That could be something as simple as you're like 20 meters away from a lift and the lift is closing, and you're like, if you make it to that lift, then that's a small win for the day. And like I remember, I don't know if I spoke about this before, but like my first ever running race was in first grade in school, and it was a 40-meter race, and it was just accidental, but I came first. So in my head, for Sharan, the identity of Sharan in Sharan's head is that he's fast and he has won. The first ever thing he competed in, he has won. So it's like the mentality is that of winning. And when you keep winning, it's like a habit. Like winning is genuinely a habit. That means when things are going wrong, also you know that if you stick onto it for long enough, somewhere the tide will change and you will win. Because otherwise, it's like, and if you keep losing, then the back of your head, you're like, fuck. Things are going well, but something's not going to go well now, and some things are going to change, right? So I have that habit. So for me, I like goals which are extremely attainable, because that's another like thing which I'm keeping in my bag and saying, okay, you achieved that. Like, so I like.
So it
I
doesn't
could-
feel like a huge stretch to your
Yeah, it's
main
not a
goal.
huge stretch, but when you do these small, it's like Mario when he gets the coins. I'm just looking at the next coin, and so I've never like in the recent past. Even if it's something minute that I've done, at the end of the night, I'm not like, fuck, I didn't do anything today. I was like, yeah, I actually, like,
Yeah.
maybe I uploaded that reel, which is like, it took me like 5 seconds.
But I struggle with that a lot. Like for me, if I cannot say the day was productive, I can't sleep at night. Like I just need, I don't know, I think it's just the way I'm wired, but I have to have accomplished something massive in the day for me to be able to have a good night's sleep.
I mean, I feel like that's also because most people are in like a rat race, and maybe that's where it comes from. But like,
But you know me, I'm not in a rat race.
you're not in a rat race, but like the idea of productivity, but that's also because you're very different from me. Like I was never productive in my life. Like till
You're
fucking
welcome.
27, I was never productive. Then it's just me making videos. So for me, that is productive. So for me, it's about continuing the momentum of winning. So it could be the smallest of things. Like something which really makes me happy is like I don't like care if my video is doing 100K or 1 million or I've 1 million followers. I care, yes, in a way, yeah. Obviously, if you have 1 million followers, you do a brand deal, you get so much money. But it's also like you meet someone at a coffee shop and they're like, dude, I was really depressed that day and I watched your videos and I love your friends, and that you can't put a price on. You can't put followers on. You can't put money on. That feeling is, you can't buy it. And like, so that is what is important to me. So
Yeah.
I feel like today in the afternoon I heard, dude, I was in a very dark space. and when I see you and your friends, like it
Yeah,
makes
those are
me
my
so,
favorite comments to
It
read.
makes me so
Yeah.
happy. I like that when I hear them, and then when I realize that other creators also get them, I was like, "Fuck that!"
No, like
Really?
Like really,
Other people
your 20-second reel about skincare changed your life? No, it did. Shut the
Hey,
fuck up.
hey,
I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about
A 20-second reel about skincare can change someone's life.
I mean, no, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm not.
wow, man.
I'm joking.
Wow, Ranbir Kapoor 2.0.
I like Ranbir Kapoor better
So
now.
you have no like short-term goals as such.
No, I don't. I don't keep short-term goals.
No, but girls.
Short-term.
You keep
I don't-
short-term.
I don't keep short-term goals because I don't want to fail. Like my goals
That's
are.
then you're running away from it.
Where am I running? I'm running.
Then to be fair, your goal is to consistently make videos for the next 6 months.
Yeah, that's my only goal. If I consistently make videos, I make money. I make followers. I impact people's life like what I heard today. Everything is better.
Ikigai.
So it's
Yeah, I don't know
also,
what
this is a personal thing. For me, ambition was something I achieved after the age of 27.
Like the idea of
The
being
idea
ambitious.
Of goals, ambition, confidence, anything to reach that point. So for me, this productivity thing, like he said, like I relate to what he said because I was also very unproductive in my life, like till I was 27, 28. I was doing absolutely nothing. So for me, what I'm doing, like now, even if I'm not shooting every day, I'm like, oh, I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
like, obviously, I want to be doing something every day.
Yeah.
But some days, if I can't, I'm
It's
like,
fine.
you can
Yeah.
just look. I look back and I'm like,
Yeah.
and like you said, when people come up to us and talk, like
Yeah.
that's because I can't ever go up to somebody and talk.
Yeah.
So for somebody to come up and be like, hey, I love your work, that really, I don't know, I can't believe that's happening to me. Like 5 years ago, I didn't see that happening to me. So to me, that's a big deal.
I feel like it's also just about being comfortable. Like I go through this as a creator. The chance of me making it really big is very small. I'm a creator who makes content in English. I don't create content in any regional language. I create vlogs on YouTube when everybody's on fucking Instagram. And I hear constantly from brand people, from managers, from other creators, that, bro, you need to concentrate on short form content or you need to concentrate on like regional content. Make videos in Hindi or Malayalam or whatever. So it takes a special kind of balls to continue doing what I'm doing, but I only do that because I genuinely love what I do. And then I love doing what I do, and it's very comfortable. Like I'm in that comfort of doing what I love. If I was doing something else, if I was making maybe short form videos on Instagram, I would have made way more money. I would have had way more followers. And then there are moments where you see, for example, Hanuman Kind. Like if Hanuman Kind had, I don't know what conversations he has had with people, but I'm sure when they saw him, they're like, okay, this is an English guy from Kerala singing in English, and there is no way. Like there's like a fucking people singing in Hindi, Raftar, Divine, blah blah in English, and in Malayalam,
Badshah,
yeah, Badshah in Malayalam, Dabzi, this that, right? So the chance of you making it is like very minimal. But then when you see an example of him like that and he's exploded, like he's not exploded in India, everybody knows him. So then it just calms you down that, if somebody like Hanuman can do it, you can also do it.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to listen to the outside noise.
Yeah. No, it's honestly, it's like courage to some and it's stupidity to some, right? Like people don't know how to view it. Because like for someone who's giving you that recommendation, they're like, oh, you're being so stupid by focusing on YouTube instead of Instagram when everyone's on Instagram.
Yeah, yeah.
And for you, it's, dude, I'm doing something I'm not looking at short term.
Yeah, this is a forever thing.
Yeah, it's a forever thing. I'm building something larger than what you can perceive. So yeah.
And like certain people's words like really like inspire you and they stay with you. For example, I had a person, he followed me recently. His name is Shaunath Motwani. He's a director. So I saw, like, it just came up on my thing. So I checked what he does. So he's a director. He does ads, like for MG and like a lot of brands and stuff. And I also followed him back. And then a week later, randomly out of the blue, he just messaged me saying, "Dude, I fucking love what you're doing. It's like, I don't think anybody knows this, but you've already created a TV show and it's fucking amazing what you're doing." So for me, and he's like, "Fuck what everyone else says. Keep doing this." Which was like it keeps playing in my head.
Can I ask you something? So it's a different thing when your audience or somebody from your industry is complimenting you, right?
Yeah.
Does it feel different when somebody from another industry that is famously looks down on
Yeah,
influencers?
100%.
Isn't it like a different
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. Like
I
so,
don't understand what someone who looks down on influencers
Like
complimenting.
directors generally look down on influencers.
Like
So when
movie
you get a
industry,
compliment
for
from
example.
them, it's different because it's
Like
like
in
the enemy
Kerala-
camp.
like in Kerala, we know a lot of directors. So there was a time like in the 2018s, 19s where these directors was like anybody in the movie industry would be like, fuck, what are these influencers doing? But now it has changed because
The
now
tide has turned,
The
yeah.
tide has turned.
There's
So
more
she's saying that
power in
there's-
creators.
She's like,
than
does it
there
feel
is.
good when the compliment comes from a
Comes from
different
there.
industry?
Because you know it's like a from a
Yeah,
genuine.
genuine, yeah. So when he messaged me this, I was like, fuck yeah, I will continue doing this. Like it
Yeah.
just stayed with me. So
I also, since you mentioned like goals and your idea of success or something, I have a lot of like Malayali pride. So I also want to be like, I'm from Kerala and I'm very proud to be a Malayali. So I know I'll make it one day, but for me, it's like I'm from Kerala and I've like, representing Kerala. For me, like I want that to happen at one point.
yeah, I feel like I had that. Like for me, fuck the world, I wanted Panampanagar to know who I was first. Because that's where my grandmother is from. And like I was like, if people know me here, that's like 1% of happiness. And then the rest of the world. So yeah.
I don't know. I've never identified to belonging from a particular state. For me, it's always been India. Because I don't know. It's because probably I moved around so much while growing up that I was never like, oh, I'm from Tamil Nadu, I'm from Kerala, or whatever, West Bengal. So I've never really identified or
You're-
attached
You're
myself.
Shah Rukh Khan's favorite student from Chakde. You said India.
Yes, I am Indian. No, I genuinely feel that way. Like for the longest time, if someone asked me where are you from, I would just not know what to answer. So now I say Bombay and Kochi, but I don't know. For me, it's always been India first.
BJP is going to get wet hearing this.
I am anti
The lotuses.
That's
that
it for the
blossom.
episode, guys.
saffron.
So thank you for asking. My short-term goals have been to.
You are still identifying which
You
one to
motherfuckers
attack.
will never ask me the question. I will ask. You guys will yap.
Aryan, object or experience?
Okay, what is the short term goal?
I don't want to say now. I will not say. My short-term goal is to not talk on the podcast.
You ain't got the answer.
No, my short-term goals. Thank you for asking. Is to
Be asked questions.
to be asked questions, to have some fucking presence on this fucking podcast, to move out of Cochin, hopefully, to make a short film, and just work on my content. Thank you for asking.
Wait, your short-term goal has so many things.
Yeah. I'm ambitious.
Or over-ambitious.
This reminds me of a time when once me and Agam were going somewhere and we were supposed to call Aryan and we forgot to call Aryan.
Yeah, no, I went upstairs to get something. I come back down and these fuckers have just disappeared. Okay?
And then Aryan called Agam and Aryan.
Like I was
fucking
upset. I was
angry.
like, what the fuck?
He called Agam and he's like, am I not relevant?
No, I said, am I not relevant to you guys? And then the fuckers,
mean,
the
but-
motherfuckers, a week later, they come to me and they hand me a white, beautiful t-shirt and they're like, I didn't hear this is
Relevant.
for you.
Relevancy.
Yeah. And I open it and it says, in silver, like box print, like the Supreme logo, relevant.
You know, Aryan and I are so similar.
No, we're not!
Yeah, we are.
Don't say that shit!
Listen, I'll tell you why.
This is the okay
So-
side of the podcast. La la la.
So basically, I was not a problem child growing up. Okay, so like there were never any reasons for my parents to like shout at me or fight over me or anything. And Abhishek, my brother, was the exact opposite. Like he has done everything he shouldn't have done under the sun, and there would always be an argument on the dinner table, or my parents are fighting because of him. So I am in 9th grade, okay, and I'm tired now that there's never any discussion about me. I have
Even as a
gotten
problem.
up. Yeah, even as a problem. I'm like, you don't talk about me sometimes. I've gotten up from the table and I've left. I've packed a little bag and I've walked
How
out of the
old were
house.
you?
I was in 9th grade, like not young enough for this to be like funny. Okay, and I left and I'm like at the lift and they are all at the table so they can see me go with this bag. Okay, and I'm like, unfortunately the lifts took time or whatever. Fortunately, then they come to the lift area and like they're like, where are you going? I was like, y'all never fight about me.
I'm
Am
so
I-
sorry, Shalini, but we are not the same.
It's the same thing.
This is not the same thing.
Same thing.
He doesn't even get sympathy. You got sympathy.
It's exactly
You
the
guys
same
didn't even
thing.
come to the lift.
Yeah,
I had to go to this table again, and like the lift didn't come. Then I had to go to the table and be like, guys.
You really think I was going to walk out? It was just a staged thing for them to come to
And then
me.
finally, what did they do?
I was just smarter than you. I'm
what
sorry.
did they do finally?
Nothing. They just said sorry and then that's it. It went back not talking
like,
about
Yeah,
me.
they didn't
Sorry,
talk
they
about
all
the
left.
lift.
She was back at home.
Imagine if they'd got to and said, can you get some milk also?
Yeah.
What happened to your hand?
I have a tennis injury.
With your left hand, you're righty.
Yeah, when you do backhand, you play with both. Dumbass.
Oh.
Really? You do this and then you go.
Watch challenge. No.
No, my
Oh.
God.
For audio only listeners, I thought you take the tennis racket and then put it in the other hand for backhand. Yeah,
Okay.
that was my bad.
This is why you are not relevant.
Short term goal. Learn tennis.
Short term goal. Don't be stupid.
Yeah.
What? What are you looking at me for now?
My God, why do you have ants in your pants? Relax.
Because you guys are all looking at me.
Yeah, because you want the attention. We're giving
I'm
it to you.
done. You waste time.
I am not.
I will not.
No, but I want to understand why do you have like when you said you have 4 different things that you want to achieve and you're unable to focus on one. I'm actually genuinely interested.
You know what this feels like? It feels like when when you want to go out with your brother's friends. And your brother's like, fuck you, I'm not taking you, dickhead. And then you go and complain to mama and
That's
papa.
actually happened.
Yeah, this has actually happened. And then mama papa like yells at elder brother. And then elder brother's like, come, we'll go. Come, let's have fun. Let's do this.
At
let's
least
do-
your elder brother took you. Abhishek would never take me. He would literally like.
I don't blame him.
This is a
Battle of the
therapy
siblings.
This is
session
therapy.
for Shaburi and
No,
Adi.
I am just trying to give him some support in this. I don't have any issues. I'm more than happy now. You still are struggling with
I
this.
am stuck.
I have
Maybe
issues.
this is my short-term goal to deal with my trauma.
I can give you my therapist's number.
Maybe we can have the same.
No need. Okay, guys, I think we should end it. Aryan's going through something.
Okay, guys, thank you for watching this episode. We're all going for therapy after this.
Not together.
Yeah.
Maybe we need group therapy with Aryan.
Maybe that should be the podcast.
Like, why is Aryan so against us? Why does Aryan feel the need to be asked questions?